Hello, and welcome to Pravi's Wheelhouse. Today I'm going to be playing Shadowgate. I actually saw a video about the original Shadowgate for the NES, and it reminded me of the game and that I had the newer released version of it on my thing. I've played a little bit about it just to kind of refamiliarize myself with the controls, but I'm going to start a brand new game and we're going to go from the beginning and see what I can do. So let's get to it. Normal or classic? For players new to first-person adventures, does not require a deep knowledge. Classic, familiar with Shadowgate and first-person adventures in general. We'll do normal. Why not? Let's go.
A hero's journey? A
Yes.
great quest?
Sure.
Certainly it shall be these things. But for you, young Jer Cuthager, soldier of Windermere, could it not be so much more?
Maybe. I don't know.
In dreams, I have come to you, beseeching, entreating. Ride south, boy. Take naught but a dirk, a torch, courage. Ride south from Rivelin, around the southern arm, through the Waven Fair Wood, past Myrithsath, beyond the citadel of Murlak Tor, and the spires of Gimdane, and the darkness of Tarketh's Pass.
Well.
There you shall find my stone in wait. Under the shade of the mountain range, none have entered, either on foot, on mount, on wing. Gatekeeper, the oldest of spires, it harbors that which has been spoken of in whispers.
Really?
And ascribed to legend.
What would that be?
Shadowgate, the living castle.
Dun dun dun. Nice.
But all is not as it should be. One of our own is now our great bane. A blight upon us. He has brought the ancient keep low. And it now lies fallow. It is there that you will find me. Blackmere of the Circle of 12. It is there that you will find this great quest.
Really?
It is there that you will find yourself.
Well, that is certainly a more epic beginning than the original game had. The original game was, okay, you start, bam, here you are at the gate. Welcome to the tutorial. Gameplay tips will appear at appropriate times, teach you the mechanics of the game. You can turn these tips on or off, change command system at any time. Click the X button to choose a gameplay, to close a gameplay tip. Okay. Click on any object in the game and command icons will appear, a circle around that object. Click on a command icon to use that command on the selected object. For example, take that skull on the ground. First click on the skull and click take. Okay. This one. Take skull. Look at skull. Talk to skull. Use skull. Alright. That has a skull. You nearly drop the skull when it begins to speak. About time, boy. You have no idea how long I've been here. You can call me Yorick. Oh god. Yorick, are you... Alas, poor Yorick. I knew it. Oh, yes, of course. I have no recollection of how I got here, but I do know plenty about this castle. If you need help on this quest of yours, just speak to me and I'll give you a hint. Okay, he's the hinter. Oh, look at there. With Lackmere's words echoing about your head, you stumble a bit. The world ceases lurching. You stand before Gatekeeper Mountain, an ornate door framed by a series of skulls fashioned into a rock wall. Okay. What do we got here? click there. Look. An ornate stone archway replete with carved skulls frames an ominous. Alright, what's this? A key. The metal key has several strange etchings on its shaft. I will take that key. Your inventory. Objects. Example, a key you take or store in your inventory. Click on the satchel in the lower left corner of your screen to open your inventory. The use command. To use an object on another, first select the object you would like to use, the wrench icon, and then click what you would like to use it. Use the key to unlock the door. Okay, what is this though? The green roots twist through the dense foliage. Is that it? There's a door. Alright. Let's have a look here. Inventory. Objects, spells are in the spell section. Okay, items, archive, outfit, and spells. So I just got this. Let's look at it. Nothing to use it. On the door. Yay! Open or close. Okay. Ooh. And then you can go. Alright. But this time, I wonder if I use a sword. Aha! I have successfully hacked through it. Notice the helm on the ground. This is an object you can equip. Equip objects by selecting them and then the equip. Equipped objects can be seen on thyself, the portrait. You can unequip objects by following the same procedure. We'll look at it. Take it. Go to the outfit. Equip it. You place the oversized helm on your head. It is so large it nearly obscures your vision. Okay. And then we'll go. I don't think there's anything more out here. Unless... circular indent. That's a skull. So we'll head on inside. Ooh. Without warning, a pair of...
Blackmere was a fool to send a child to do that which even the vaunted Circle of 12 could not.
Oh.
Contain my growing power. Come if you wish. It makes little difference. Seal your fate within this living castle of the dead.
Oh my. Use and stationary objects. Do you see the lever on the right? Because it's a stationary, the use command behaves differently. Simply select the lever and then select the use icon. This is the same as using thyself on an object. Alright, alright. What's this? Squealer protest. Stone slides away, revealing an opening that holds a key. What's this key? Heavy key specked with flints of rust. I'll take it. What is this? Cold mist. Circular hatch made of strange stone. Some enchantment keeps it sealed shut. Perhaps a magic spell would open the latch. Oh, right, torches. The mystical energy. You feel more than hear a low thrum of power. Torches. An oil-soaked torch. Yeah, I'm gonna need to take those. Because I know about torches in this game. I used to play this when I was much, much younger. Back on the NES. And if your torch runs out, you can die. That's never good. So we will go use on this door. You struggle with both hands to turn the stubborn lock. A satisfying click echoes through the chamber as you toss the key aside. Nice. And we'll open it. Your map. In the lower left next to the satchel is the map. The map keeps track of everywhere you've been as well as any interesting things you might have seen. The back arrow in the lower right next to your torch. Select it to go to the room that is behind your current room on the map. Reading your map. Okay, click and drag. Use the plus and minus icons to zoom in and out. Click the middle to recenter the map. The room you are currently in will be highlighted. As you discover new areas, they will be added to the map. Oh, wow. So this is the entrance and the antechamber. Okay. Seems legit. And we'll head into the next room. Oh, saving, loading a game. You can save and load games at any time. That's important since Shadowgate is a dangerous place. Click on the gear symbol in the upper left corner to save and load menus. Keybinds for doing quick saves. You can learn spells from certain books and scrolls. First open a book, look at it to read it. Every spell does something different. You can cast a spell by selecting it in there, blah blah blah. Okay, we can do this. But first things first. Let's save our game. Let's just pick that one. Okay. Let's have a look here. Giving the skeleton a once over, you find no obvious cause of death. You do, however, have a bad feeling about this. Oh, pat down the corpse. Rough handling produces a piece of parchment and a scroll, which you put in your pack. Okay, what's over here? Rolled up parchment is secured with a dab of candle wax. I will take that scroll. Okay. Look at the altar. Strange marking and glyphs. One depicts a hooded figure with a darkened visage. The flame from this candle barely flickers. Amazingly, the flame does not consume the wick on this candle. I can't take those, can I? No. Open that book. Something shifts under your feet as you open the book. Nothing I can take? Alright. Look at the book. Oh. You scan the ancient manuscript, noticing most of the language unintelligible. However, one word in particular stands out from the rest. Invocan. In your mind's eye, you see a glyph glowing with power, and quickly write down the strange marking. In your spell book, you have learned a spell. Take that. Always gotta have torches. Collect those from every room. If you're playing this, every room. Now, I accidentally clicked here, and I saw this thing. Look at the stone. Fissures and fractures run along the edges of the stone wall. I can hit stone. Pound on the stone with your fist. Your pain is immediately rewarded as the rock fissure fractures and crumbles, relieving an opening. Alright. Nothing too amazing. Let's check my inventory here for a minute. Hit the archive. What is this? Look. You read the hastily scrawled writing on the parchment. Since it is the only means to capture and control the elementals, you must hide the silver orb beyond the waters of the sewer. What does that mean? I don't know. Alright. The parchment is brittle to the touch. Dab of candle wax. That's the one I found on the floor. This is the one that was in the guy's thing. Open. Crackles. Read it. You read the message scrawled on the page. Brown, I have your dog. If you wish to see the flying ace again, then bring the 3 pumpkins to the place beyond the harvest door. But be wary, for only one outfitted in a mask of the hallowed eve can gain entrance. There you must carve my visage and illuminate the sacrifices in the field of jack-o'-lanterns. Then I will be freed, and this will end cordially. I'll end cordially, DP. Okay. What about this one? Open. Let's see what this one has to say. You read the message scrawled on the scroll. Fandril. This missive is of utmost importance. We must coordinate our efforts. Seek my obelisk in the acolyte den below the sewers. I fear the worst is upon us, but I have plans in motion that may yet avert disaster. It is signed with the name Lakmir. And I have Invocan. Translation: Invocam. Your mind glimpses some spectral person at the edge of your consciousness. Use it. Here? You concentrate on the statue and whisper a word of power. Although your spell is powerful, it bounces against the cold, dead stone. Anything else I can do? No? Alright, let's see what's in. Can I go? I can go. Beyond. Click. Show all objects. If you want to show which objects in a room are interactable, use the Show Object keybind, F2 by default, and the objects will pulse. Hit the bind key again to return them to normal. Cold air rushes into this chamber, no doubt from the opening. There's bones. One of these. Don't know who that is. Where am I now? Alright, I'm here. I'm in the alcove, the grotto. Let's see. Take that skull. You look at the skull and change your mind. Take the bone. The bone for a moment, ultimately deciding not to take it. Alright, let's see what that F2 is like. F2? Pulse, pulse, pulse. Aha! I put the arrow in my satchel. Is this it? There's nothing else here? Since furtive movement, something or someone is definitely up there. Go to passage? Oh. In certain difficulty modes, only commands pertinent to the object will appear on the wheel. Commands do not appear can still be performed. Okay. Oh wow. That looks horrible. What do we got here? What's that? Half-buried carved stone appears to be a keystone. The carving on this keystone is of a circle within a shield outline. Strange writing cover the stone. You think you recognize the name Majal among the hard-to-decipher language. Brazier. The legs look like a series of introverted hooks, poorly welded together. I wonder. You strike the brazier. The metal bowl separates with a clang and falls into the chasm, leaving the metal legs. Oh, really? Iron hook. That could be useful. I'm not gonna go this way. I have a feeling I know what's there, so I'm gonna go back. And then I'm going to go back again. Aha! And we'll go this way can go, and this way? F2. Pulse. Okay. So we will go down this hall. Searching and looting. Various objects in the game by selecting the object and then selecting either open or use. The contents of the object will automatically be added to the appropriate tabs. Corpses, desks, bags, chests, etc. Alright, what do we got here? The skull has a deep gouge in the back of its head. Telltale sign of a death blow from an axe. That's not good. Okay. Hand-stitched sack made from the hide of an animal. Open it. You rummage through the sack, find a scroll, while discarding the sack. Cluster of bones, mostly intact. Let's search. Search among the bones, but find nothing that interests you. Okay, this is... The surface of this metal door is pitted with age-old rust. Deep scratches and marks mar the surface of this otherwise simple door. Solid wooden doors banded with iron. So, actually we'll pop in here, check the archive. Oh, we got a scroll. Open that scroll. Let's see what this one says. While the writing is difficult to discern, you manage to glean a few key phrases. The danger is real. Alert the surrounding lands. Seal off the passages into Gatekeeper Mountains. The wax seal shows an eagle in flight and is signed by someone named Fandril. I've got a skull, a hook, 4 arrows. No, an arrow and 4 torches. And a dirk. Let's see. Let's open this one. Look inside. Heavy, damp air. Let's pop in. What's in here? Within a large cavern, you find yourself on the shore of a placid underground lake. It's hard to tell from this distance, but you think you see a skeleton chained to a log. Perhaps you need to get a closer look somehow. A small waterfall empties out into this lake. Alright. Wait. Not much lights up here. I could go up. And I'm gonna go back. Let's open this door. A dry, decaying smell wafts. Let's pop in. Oh no. This one. Yeah, I know this room. You can look. A bas relief, an ancient figure brandishing a sword, indistinct yet noble-looking warrior, a cowled, shadowy figure, the likeness of a regal figure. The figure on this lid of this tomb has a mischievous, feral look to it. It's holding an upside-down torch. Upside down torch. Aha. What will happen if I hit torch? I think if I open this up, one of these ones will kill me. Save game. We'll save here. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Let's see what happens if I hit the torch. Forces it downwards. Click to continue. You hear a mechanism release and then rumbling. You jump back as the tomb in the center slowly moves. Uh-huh. I wonder what happens if I do this one. Nothing. What's down there? Let's go down. Let's have a look-see. Keybinding objects. You can keybind anything in your inventory and some UI items. Yorick thyself. Now, anytime you want to use that object, simply press the number key assigned to it, then click on the object you want to use. Oh god, what's in these things? A large rock. F2? Oh wow, there's a lot of things here. Large boulder. You see a warped reflection of yourself in the mirror, noting that you look nothing like when you started your adventure. You see a warped reflection of yourself in the mirror. You catch some movement behind your reflection. You jump back in surprise before looking around the room. A faint warping effect moves across its surface. Yeah, I don't like that. But I can take this torch, and this torch, and this torch. Because that's how I roll. Seated at the bottom of the opening is a metal door. Locked securely in place. I don't think I can go that way. So, hit F2. What does this one do? Large boulder, vein of quartz running through it. Let's go back up. There we are. Now one of these I can open, I think. I think I can open them all. But if I open too many of them, something's going to come and get me. Alright, we'll go back again. Let's open this door. Have a look-see. What's it say? A chill fell air. Poke our nose in here. Oh, double tap. Double tap a command to keybind to lock it. Oh, teeth chattering. You stand within the cold cellar, hugging yourself for warmth. A creature made of ice hovers playfully on the far side of the room. Okay. There's a scroll there. I'm going to use... and take it. Strange entity. Capture creatures like this. What's in here? Just it, the two torches, and this one. Let's go. Oh. Equip. Shield. You lash the iron securely to your forearm. The dragon notices you, moves its ponderous waist, and begins gathering breath. What all is in here? The piles of gold, I don't think. The helmet, I think I can do. This, I think I can do. This skull, I think I can do. Take the helmet. Yeah, okay, good, good. I managed to do this. This one, take the hammer. Oh, another stream of superheated fire. I use you once again to block it. Although this time you can actually feel the heat. Now let's see here. F2. Okay, I can do that. I can't take the bones, but I can take the skull. Taking the skull. The shield protects you, it glows red hot. How does that go? Out of the fire into the dragon's den? Yeah, see, that's my day. I'm done here. We're going back in the other room. You manage to rush from the room before the dragon can release the blast of fire. Teeth chattering. Go back out. Here. Alright, let's check our inventory. There was another scroll in here. Let's open that. And have a read. Oh! As you scan the scroll, one particular word. Agap. In your mind's eye, you see a glyph glowing with power. It crumbles in your hands and you realize that you have learned a spell. Agap. Whatever that does. I don't know. Oh, we've been to a few places now. The footbridges. Let's go to the crypt. Go. Okay. Now, I wonder if I can take... I can't take that one. I can't knock it back up. And I still can't take it. Feels like we're going up a bit. Wonder if we're working our way to the surface. So that's still open. Okay. Now, we can't take these, but we can light it. Let's try a spell. What does this do? Dented helm looks a bit small for me. I wonder if I try it on. Equip. You swap one helm for another, unsure if the new one improves your look at all. Let's try using a gap on this. Sweat beads on your brow, release the spell. Magic flies about in a spectacular fashion, but does little else. This is the king. I don't know which one. This one has a cowled, shadowy figure. Let's open this. Well, you've seen the visage of the Warlock Lord, and now you've been cursed. Both these things are time limits in the game. Important to clear yourself of both before you die and stop the Warlock Lord before he destroys the world. Really? Oh, lovely. Set an object on fire. Oh, lovely. Harbinger of death and disease. Feel a momentary stabbing pain. That's this one. Look at the mummy. Disintegrate into flames. Scroll. Escape the fire. Open. Read it. A drawing of 6 rectangular shapes. Several lines point to shapes. Several lines point to the shapes with writing underneath. You read 2 of the notations. The mirror. This mirror leads through the furnace into the castle beyond. These mirrors require power to activate and will teleport to places strewn across the castle dimensions. I needed to get in there. Okay. We'll take that. Let's open you up. What are you, a mummy? Oh, let's burn you. Ancient sack. Open it. I have another scroll. And 2 gears. Okay, let's have a look at that. Scroll. Open. The handwritten scroll is faded. You read the passage. When Mahal's tail lights the northern skies and the alignments are in harmony, then you shall take the circle, runes of water and fire, and the all-seeing eye, and place them with the great eagle that sits on the one tree. Okay. Tells me nothing, but okay. Let's crack you open. And we'll use it on you. Ancient wrappings, what is this? Horrible visage with this wooden mask resembles a witch. I'll equip it. I'll just take it for now. Oh, what is this? What is that? A round orange item sits just inside the tomb. Take a pumpkin. It becomes painfully clear that it is a pumpkin. So we'll burn this one too. Scratches and scrapes crisscross the insides of this tomb. You wonder what it portends. It portends that somebody was buried alive. Okay. Okay. Closed tomb, no. Closed tomb, no. Closed tomb, no. Okay. So I need to go back. Yes. And we'll go back again. I have new spells. Let's see if this spell does anything. Yes. Use. Expect to see something wonderful. Nothing does. We're back out here again. Now this said it was a circular hatch, enchantment sealed it shut, a magic spell. Let's try both my magic spells. And have a little look-see. Live with your mind, pressure builds, you release a spell. With a word, it dissipates as quickly as it appears. That does nothing. Let's use a gap. You focus your will, whispering the words of the spell. Ooh, a strange power flows out of you. After a moment, it lifts. Let's have a look-see. Oh! Like a gaping maw of a strange beast, the hatch lies open before you. Step in for a closer look. The stone compartment harbors strange mechanisms comprised of levers, rods, and gears. A series of gears. This marking looks like a dwarven craftsman stamp. The stone button is intricately chiseled. Petrified wood. Punch it. Smack down the button, but nothing happens. This empty area once housed gear. I have gears. I do have gears. Use. You force the gear into its slot. You ever hear of Elrin's Stand? York interrupts. Now that was an epic poem, probably one of my favorites. The skull trails off. Well, that tells me nothing. You trigger the button with a punch. Grudgingly, the ancient mechanism begins to shudder. Turn, but shudders to a halt almost immediately. A faraway screech signals something attempting to move and failing. But it doesn't move, it's stuck in place. What about this one? Does this one move? Pull the lever down. Actually, let's try. What's this one? Levers, unmistakable orphan. Nope. That doesn't do anything. Hammer, what's this do? Finely crafted. Let's use it. You tentatively tap the hammer with a hammer, afraid you might break it. Grip that one. No. 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 That was fine. That was fine. That's fine. This one. F2? Everything here glows. Even this one. Okay. What if I were to go use here? Silence is almost deafening. That didn't sound right. You might want to try that again. Use the sword. Dirt on this. Only succeeds in dulling the weapon. Well, that's not good. There's got to be a sword somewhere around here. Alright. Let's go back this way. Spell a gap. No. Let's go to opening. Okay. And we'll go this way. Alright, we're here now. Mashal. Invocan, use it on annoying headache, nothing. Alright, we'll go this way. A dense fog. As a creature materializes in front of you. It flinches from the light of your torch. Alright, use torch. With a cry, you swing the lit torch at the wraith. The ethereal being is instantly enveloped in a bright flash of flame, its tortured moan hanging in the air as it vanishes. Let's go. Okay. Alright, now this, and this. Orange thing, it's a pumpkin. The castle being more hospitable. The rune is firmly attached to the wall, glowing with power. Truly, this must have belonged to the Wizard of the Circle. You pull with all your might, but the room will not budge. Spells? Let's give it a shot. Power magic flies about, does a little else. After a tense moment holding your breath, you release it. The magic backfires in a spectacular fashion that would be funny if it didn't hurt so much. Open the door, and we'll go through. Where am I now? Ooh. Okay. A sewer reservoir. What's in here? No. 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 We'll take that. What does this say? Items, archive, open. Ooh! As you read the scroll, one particular word stands out from the rest. And trays. In your mind's eye, you see a glyph glowing with power. As you write down the strange marking, you have learned a spell. Whether it be a castle, anything here? No. The gates are glowing. Alright. I can't open that. I can't open that. I can't open this. Aha. Peering into the darkness, you drop down into the muck and crawl through the tight opening. Stone's den is damp, smells of copse and green foliage. As if a mirage, the far side of the cave shimmers and a power emanates from a standing stone obelisk. That is literally the only thing glowing. That's fine. Look. Stone obelisk, strange glyphs, hums with power, powered by simple magical invocation. Well, I just learned in trays. Let's try that one out. Pretty fireworks, a headache, and a little else. Okay, it's probably Invocan. You focus your will, it is unleashed. Aha! A strange apparition coalesces from within the obelisk, the ghostly figure of an old man, cloaked in a shimmering veil.
You have done well, simple soldier.
Ooh.
Now, listen if you have ears.
I'm listening.
Since the shadows grow long and time fleet. Some 40 years past, an evil, the likes the world has not beheld, escaped its prison. Talimar, the Black, he of whom I have already spoken. This warlock lord brought forth his dark magics and conjurations, and unleashed his foul vassals, desecrating these sacred halls. Talimar has laid waste to the combined power of man. And what of the Circle of 12, the great wizards? They are no more. I am the last. Pity me not, boy. We were resolute in our judgment, but erred greatly. 'Twould have been better to put our brother to death, but mercy and folly prevailed. I know not Talimar's full plans, but have discovered enough to fill my heart with fear. And yet, hope remains, and it stands or falters with you.
Really?
Fare thee well.
Lakamar vanishes. The Timeless vanishes, leaving a scroll behind, a glowing orb, and the words, "Fare thee well." You have earned the Wizard Friend achievement. Yay! Look at the orb. Silver sheen about it. It is relatively light and vibrates with a dormant, expectant power. I'll take that. I'll take the scroll too. Let's see what the scroll has for me. Open. Read. You read words on the scroll aloud. 5 to find, 3 are won. 1 gives access, the bladed sun. The silver orb to banish below. Staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining the 2, the golden thorn. The last to invoke, the platinum horn. Well. That's something. To be sure. Can I go up there? I can. Oh. Okay, that leads down here. This room reminds you of the Elven Funhouse. Reflective maze. Well, that requires a magic spell. I have a Halloween mask. Look. Iron shield barely strapped to your arm is thoroughly warped by the intense heat it has endured. You have serious doubts in its ability to protect you much longer. I think I was in there too long. I should just grab the helmet and that's it. Alright, spells. Invoke hand. Nope, didn't do it. Let's try this one. With the exception of an annoying headache. And we'll try a gap as well. That doesn't really do anything. See, this one I can break. These ones I can't. You hit the glass, the mirror cracks, relieving the metal underneath. You run your fingers across the jagged shards. Ouch, that hurt, you mumble to yourself. Does this do anything? Nope. Items. Hammer. Use it. Here we go. Door behind the facade. Spells? This one opened something. I can't unlock it. I need a key. Do I have a key? I don't have a key. I have an arrow. Let's go. We're back up here again. Click. Anything special in any of these? No. Let's go this way. And go up this way. A magnificent waterfall. Below it is an undulating mass of water hovers playfully above the river. There's that dwarven thing again. Oh! Hypnotic way. I've heard of a magic orb that can capture creatures like this. Let's see here. F2. It's just this and this. Oh wait. Yes, I think I know what I have to do here. I think I have to go back this way. I think I go in here and I go orb, use, super orb satchel. You can barely hold on as the power from within the orb latches on to the singularity and pulls it inside. A frosty pattern immediately encases the orb. Nice. I'm going to take these as I can. I'm learning. A layer of frost coats the silver orb, forcing you to use the cloak to hold the artifact. The essence of an ice elemental is inside. Alright, we'll go back. Now, I think I remember this from the NES game. You go here. I believe you use the orb here. You release the ice elemental, dropping it. As you release it, you fumble with the silver orb, dropping it into the lake immediately. Still water freezes into a solid sheet of ice. Excellent work. Alright, let's journey over here. Aha! You make your way across the slippery to the chain skeleton. Skeletal remains of some unfortunate soul are chiseled to the rock. Take the key. Gauze like fabric. Blindfold. What else is there? Just this. Survey the skeleton. Alright, we'll go back. Then we'll use this. Then we'll take the orb. Yay! So that's done. Let's go up here to the top. Now I think I can use this to capture this too. The entity inside, beads of water form on the surface of the orb. Okay. Now this I should be able to shut. Okay. Go back. That's still frozen, which is fine by me. And we'll go back out here. I wonder if I can use this spell on it. I didn't use this one, did I? No, that doesn't do anything. Open this guy. Yeah, nothing there. So I can't go that way. What is this? Nothing. Go back out. Go here. Mechanism glows, vibrates, and begins to move. You can hear the sound of rushing water. Oh, I did something. Okay. Let's go have a look and see if I actually managed to pull it off. That was down this way, wasn't it? Yes. Has it stopped? Aha! I've done it. Okay, what's this way? Underground river. Without water feeding this, the riverbed now resembles a muddy rocky trench cutting across the ground. I can go this way. Oh! Oh dear. Let's see what we have here. Small cave makes a great hideaway. Is that a rock? Take it. Observe. Corpse is dressed in what was once a regal set of robes. Blood stains the collar, perhaps a clue to what killed this unfortunate soul. Search the corpse. A scroll. What's the scroll say? Carefully unroll it. Smell that? Smells like rain to me. You read, brother, if you are reading this, then I am no more. I fear we have underestimated his ambition and the depths he would travel the dark arts. Protect the seals at all costs. He must not get them. Power up the ways and follow the mirrored path to the lone keep. Add your strength to Umthalm's, if nothing else. Perhaps our weather master can blunt the evil one's advance, especially with your support. Fandral the High. Aww. Poor Fandral. Oh. That's what I needed. Right? You have a blindfold partially obscuring your vision. I probably could have gotten away with if anything were ever to be considered a skeleton key, it would be this. Room glows with power, firmly attached to the wall. Truly, this must have once belonged to the wizards of the castle. Nope, can't do that. I wonder if this new spell lets me do that. Alright, let's try Invocan. Nope, nothing really here. F2, just those three things. Okay, we'll go back. And again. And again. See, I wonder if I was wearing that blindfold, if I could have gotten past the white or the banshee without being immediately like, oh, you're going to die now. Now I'm going to go out for a minute because there was something out here. Right here, this thing. What is this? A skull. You're physically incapable of getting the skull in the slot. Okay then. So where to go? That is a good question. So we're gonna go this way. And this way. this way. And I have a key that might open this door. Aha! What's here? Intense wave of heat. Let's go in. Oh! An intense heat, surely from the unearthly fire. I wonder if I can use this on it. Into the fire pit before disappearing. The flames lower to a tolerable level. An iron bridge thick enough to withstand the intense heat. Charred and twisted. Okay, is that everything? Just these two things? Okay. Yorick the Skull already mentioned you can speak to him to get hints. He has a tendency to mouth off every now and then. If you like Lork to keep his quips to a minimum, well, that's fine. Veins of light-colored rock are pressed into the darker granite. This type of grate can only be operated via a spell to raise or lower it. A gear etched in strange runes. Empty spot here. Oh, look at that! I have a gear. Aha! What else is here? Just those two things? Okay. I know exactly the spell. Entrays. That probably means entrance. In magic. That can't be good. Oh. Maybe you gotta do it on the gate? Or maybe this one? No. Let's try it here. There we go. Let a long breath gather your will, chant spell, debris fall as the gate responds. What is this? Look at the bar. Broken off from the iron gate. I'll take the bar. Looks like it might have been one of the inhabitants. I get a scroll. That's it? Just a scroll, that's all you got for me? We'll open that up and have us read. You read the elegant writing on the scroll. Brother Delden, please see to it that the circle chamber is prepared for the ritual. The circle dais was in need of repair. The last time we formed the initiate spell on it, we have a young candidate ready for initiation. Once the rite is performed on the platform, please bestow on him all authority and privilege commensurate. It is signed with the archaic letter L. It must be Lakmir. Aha. Okay. Oh, I can move into the next room. Let's do that. Boo. Mystical thrones from the symbol set within the floor. I will take that scroll. Open. Read. Much of the scroll is faded. At the end, in the end, the evil shall be thrice defeated and thrice returned. The first shall raise a warder to bar the gates from the opening. The second shall raise one of the carefree to travel the path of luck. The last shall raise a raven to remake what was undone. Gabriel includes a glyph which shows 4 varying lines of varying height. What's all in this room? Oh, wow. dizzying number of strange runes. Hum of power. A censure. Series of runes. Partially destroyed. Faintly carved. I know what one I have to use here. Invokan. The image of Lakshmir.
Listen carefully to my words, boy. There were many who followed the path of the One. Worthy were they, and I counted them as brothers and sisters. Now only I remain, he who is called Timeless. I have fought the good fight, sending many of Talimar's horde back to the depths that spawned them.
Well.
And though my power is beyond that of mortal man, it is not without limit. But why do I appear before you thus? Am I a ghost? No. Surely I am more than that. This is naught but a projection. As my living being has sought shelter within my tower, it is here I continue my studies to aid you in what ways I can. I grow weary, but know this. I have glimpsed a vast power at the foundation of this castle. This power the Warlock Lord covets above all else. But he fears as well. A hero from the line of the ancients. Or so says Gabriel the Bard.
Ah.
Gird yourself against what is to come, simple soldier. And forsake me not. Follow the ways of the circle. Stray not from its path.
You got it, boss. Materializes. He finishes and forms away to nothing. Okay. Nice. Alright, that's way up there. Alright, so, yeah. I think I'm going to leave it here for now. And, I'm going to definitely play some more of this on this channel. I want to see if I can get far and not die. So yes, I will leave it there, and I will see you all next week. Or whenever I'm back again with this particular one. Yes. So yes, I will see you all next time, and until then, keep playing games.